everyone, I'm Lou from Live Free and DIY, and in today's project video I'm going to show you how I made this knick-knack shelf for my wife. I clamped a block of wood to my table saw fence to help prevent the wood I'm about to cut from being lifted up as I push it through, because it was a pretty long piece, about 8 feet. And what I'm doing here is I'm cutting a 45-degree angle out of that wood to make a French cleat for the shelf to lay on. The table saw blade wasn't extended far enough, so it didn't exactly cut all the way through like it should have, but I was able to just pull it apart and it actually looked fine. And now I'm going to glue and use my brad nailer to fasten the top part of the French cleat system to the back of the actual shelf. While I wait for the glue to dry, I am making the sides of the shelf. I set up a stop block on my miter saw to make sure that both cuts were the same. And then I sanded the pieces to get rid of any imperfections. And now I just need to glue and brad nail the sides to the shelf. I'm using my router and a roundover bit to round over the edges of my shelf. But the bit was not in securely and it actually dropped down a little bit and messed up my edge right there. So I had to tighten it. Once it was tightened, I went through and went over all the edges again. The error I made was a little bit too obvious, so I decided to switch the bit out for a Roman ogee bit. And I like that look a little bit better than just the roundover. And now I am sanding the entire shelf. The Roman ogee bit actually ended up revealing the brad nails a little bit, so I'm pushing them in and filling the holes with some glue and sawdust. And now I'm going to apply some dark walnut stain to everything. I don't need to worry about the back sides of it, since that's going to be up against the wall though. And once the stain had set for about 5 minutes, I removed the excess with some paper towels. And once the stain had set up, I gave everything 2 coats of spray lacquer with a sanding between the coats. And now I just need to find the studs and place the shelf. I started by drilling a pilot hole into the middle of the cleat into the stud that it will go into. And then I drilled a countersink into the cleat and started the screw through the cleat. Lined the screw up to the hole in the wall and drilled all the way through. I did this so I'd have a swivel point on the cleat to level my shelf before screwing the other pilot holes and countersinks and then the actual screws. The camera angle makes it look like this isn't entirely square, but it is 100% square. And now I just need to mount the shelf onto the cleat. Hey everyone, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. And if you like my content, please consider supporting me over on Patreon. If you'd like to reach out to me, leave a comment on this video, or hit me up on Instagram, or Twitter, or Facebook, or fill out the contact form on my website. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and have a great week. Bye! He needs to stop barking.